Once you figure out how to use your smoker, one of the most frustrating things is keeping it clean, because if you don't keep it clean, you can't open the lid, can't close the lid. It's a bummer. Let me show you today how you can easily clean it, and that way it operates better. You can close and open the lid much better. As you can see inside, how much creosote has just developed around the smoker, and that's the part that's going to cut down on how effective the smoke is. But what we want to do is clean the inside lip and the outside edge as well. If you don't, what's going to happen is every time you close it really good, it's just going to lock it shut. It's going to be terribly hard to open up. Put on some nitrile gloves, and that'll keep all this messy stuff off your fingers that it's hard to get off. And the next thing you want to do, light up your blowtorch. If you don't have one, you can pick them up at any home store. And then just start melting it away. If you want to get a paper towel and like a shop towel and start wiping it off, but all of this is really hot. So I just kind of want to make sure that I allow it to be burned off by the torch itself. I'm not going to touch anything with a paper towel. Yeah, just go ahead and light it up like this. You can see it burning. Look at that. It's going away. It's burning it, drying it off so it won't stick to your lid anymore. Just work your way around the lid. Be very careful, have a fire extinguisher handy. You can use the older style hive tool to scrape off the ash, anything else like this. Look how that shines. Just by heating it up, get it at the groove so you can keep this whole lip very clean. But keep in mind, this is extremely hot. Just do that all the way around. You know, the smoker is, in my opinion, the single most important beekeeping tool. I mean, you got your hive tool, you got your protective gear, of course, but when you have your smoker and it's burning well and it's clean, it's operational, then you can really do so well in keeping your bees calm. Smoke is really your best tool in the beehive. If you're working your bees and all at once they get real defensive, sometimes that happens to me, as you've seen in my videos. I'm glad I got my smoker going. I'm glad it's operational and it's ready. A lot of new beekeepers tell me it's really frustrating because they can't either ignite or get their smoker going, or they can't keep it going. And then when they need it, it's not operational. So I'm showing you guys some techniques today to really keep this clean, operational, easy to light. I've got another video, watch to the end, got another video I want to share with you about how to light it properly so that it keeps going during your entire inspection. Can you smoke your bees too much? Well, you know, I think a lot of people wonder, you know, we don't like smoke and we feel like it would be bad to breathe smoke, not healthy. And bees are a little bit different. Bees don't have lungs, they have spiracles. They need oxygen to come into the spiracles to oxygenate their cells. But so I really have never seen any things in my bees when I smoke them a lot. I never noticed the bees are suffering or that they're, you know, they seem to recover very quickly when you smoke them. That's why you have to keep smoking them. They have little antenna cleaners built into their leg so they can rake through their antenna, because that's where they communicate by receiving pheromones. So by smoking them, they can't really hear what's going on anymore through pheromone transmission, and so they kind of calm down. And so I think if you're wanting to work your bees like these hives here, and you know, you maybe don't want to wear gloves, or you're just wanting to have a good time so your bees stay calm while you're working them, I think smoking is the best way to do it. And I never worry about smoking my bees too much. Once we're done with the canister, we move on to the top. I'm going to start by just burning it off. Look at that. Let it burn. It doesn't hurt first to scrape out as much as you can and then just burn off the rest. I'll start scraping the excess off. Look at that. We've kind of torched it, got it really loose. Again, this is very dangerous when you're playing with fire like this. Don't do this over dry grass or near a dry field or anything. And you want to make sure you do have a fire extinguisher handy just in case something goes wrong, and be very safe. Make sure where you're doing it is like over gravel where nothing can flame up. Now just keep scraping everything out really good once you burn it and it kind of dries off. And remember, all this stuff has flames to it. So do this over a place where the flames aren't going to catch something else on fire. Then try to scrape as much as you can around the inside of this lip, because that's going to go on the outside of the canister. So the more you have freed up all of this extra creosote here, the better it's going to close on the inside of that lid. Use this side of your scraper hive tool to scrape that off like this. Brilliant, isn't it? I have to do this about, and I'm using my smoker about every day. I have to do this about twice a season. Now everything is going to be really hot. All right, once everything is cooled off and you feel comfortable, touching the tops here, then you can test it out. And again, what you're wanting to experience is an easy closing and opening of this lid like this. It should be very easy to do. And the more creosote and tar, that excess black stuff builds up, it's going to make it impossible for you to open this up because usually it's just too, Very nice. Look how easy that is now. Looks like it's pushed in over here, doesn't it? Can we straighten that up a little bit? Check for roundness of the canister top. I can tell that this, where the seam is not completely round, so I'm going to try to bend it back a little bit. Take a pair of pliers like this, line it up, and go gentle at first. Don't overbend it. A little bit more. All right, that brought it back into a roundness a lot better. Oh, wow, look at that. That's so nice. Wow, I love it. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Perfect. Glad I can share more beekeeping tips with you in the bee yard. Thanks for hanging out with me, and be sure to check out my live stream every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Now, if you want to watch the video I made where I show you guys how to light a smoker, I'll meet you over there. Check it out right here.